Hi and welcome back to a new video, and in this we're taking a first look at Forza Horizon 5. So I've been playing it on early access since Friday. Its official release is tomorrow. It already has over 1 million people playing it, so that's an awful lot of people have bought the Ultimate Edition on various platforms to sign up and get the early access, which is impressive. So, few days in, and what are my impressions of Forza Horizon 5? Well, coming from Horizon 4, in all honesty, it is very much more of the same, but bigger, brighter, more colourful. The move from the UK to Mexico obviously has given them a lot more flexibility with regard to how varied and colourful the environments are, because let's be perfectly honest, I live in the UK, and whilst it has spectacularly scenery and countryside, it is a fairly narrow biome, to use a phrase that Horizon 5 has been using an awful lot in its marketing, and Mexico just gives you far more freedom in terms of the variety of environments that you can explore, and it really does show. So, there's a lot to do in here. It's typical of the Horizon games. You just get a lot of options thrown at you. And it is a kind of, either love it or hate it option, is there's a lot more accessibility in terms of how you progress this time around compared to 4 anyway. So you can just do events and it all starts building up, progressing through, rather than having to follow things in a set route. For me, the way that I like to approach the titles, this works really, really well. For other people who want a more structured approach, it might be a backward step. So that's something you've got to consider yourself as to whether you can, that's a good thing or a bad thing. The car list is good and varied, 500-ish cars at launch, with more we know following through DLC on pretty much a week-by-week basis by the looks of things, and I'm sure there will be, in addition to cars, there'll be themed packs, etc, coming our way. So there's a lot in there. There is one noticeable omission, and that is pretty much all of the brands under the Stellianis umbrella are absent at the start. You've got Jeep in there, but if you're looking for Alfa Romeo, if you're looking for Fiat, you're going to be looking for a while. Now, hopefully that will be fixed via DLC, because it is a notable omission, but there is still a hell of a lot of good stuff in there, and it plays just as well as Horizon titles do. Now, be under no illusion, it's not a sim racing title. It never was, never is going to be. If that's what you're looking for, why the hell are you watching this video? Because everybody should know by now that Forza titles, full stop, but in particular the Horizon ones, are not sims. They're not also pure arcade titles in some ways either, because the handling model is still grounded in a vestige of reality. It may be an exaggerated Hollywood-esque reality, with huge great jumps taking 300-400 feet once you get up to the really silly stuff, and landing without any damage, because all the damage is cosmetic. But it's still trying to ground itself in behaving vaguely how cars are supposed to behave, and with a controller it plays incredibly well, and with a wheel this time around with my T300, out of the box the force feedback settings are actually pretty good, much better than they were on Horizon 4, which took a lot of tweaking to get it to a point where I liked it. But just as an initial look at this, there's heaps to do. There's loads of variety. It's just a great fun, escapist not little, there's nothing even remotely little about it. It's a great fun, absolutely massive title, and a really, really solid release. There have been, over the weekend, quite a few disconnects, but I kind of expect that on any title that's got a large online component to it. Being honest, given the number of players that we've seen have been on it over that weekend, as I say, north of 1 million now, that's a fairly hefty hit. So it'll be interesting to see how it copes tomorrow when it goes on full release and we get probably a lot more players joining. But that's been pretty much it in terms of my issues with it. The rest of it performed pretty much flawlessly, and it's just been great fun. So I will be spending some more time with it. We'll see how it proceeds from here in terms of a full release in a few weeks' time. But so far, if you're interested in a first view, yeah, pick it up if you're after a solid arcade racer that allows you to do a huge amount of stupid stuff. Gets my vote, definitely. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.